Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're fine. Today we will start Unit 9, Crime Scene. So please open your students' books, pages 76. We have here crime scene. What's the meaning of crime scene? It's the location of a crime. Why you shouldn't move anything at a crime scene before the police arrive, because you may disturb important evidence. Now here, before reading, task 1. Look at photos. Look at the photos on page 77. What can you see? And how are these things related to computers? Let's go to page 77. Yes, here. What can you see here in this page, in this photo? Study the photo and tell me what can you see. Yes, we have here a supermarket, a post box, a hospital sign, pills, a computer, and railway. How are these things related to computers? All of these things are controlled or affected by computers. For example, you can buy food on the internet. The products in supermarkets are ordered and delivered using computers. Postal systems, rail systems, and hospitals are managed by computers. Right? Now, let's go to exercise 2. What's a computer virus? And what are the consequences of a computer virus? Do you know? A computer virus is a program which can disrupt the way a computer system works and the data that is stored on it. What about the consequences of a computer virus? It can seriously damage computer systems. It changes the way they work, delete data, and transmit data to unauthorized users. Now read exercise 1. Read the reading tip. Then skim the text and decide what type of text it is. So first of all, let's read the reading tip. We skim a text quickly to decide what type of text it is. Skimming. What's skimming? Skimming is reading something quickly to understand the main idea of a text without reading every word. Okay? So here you have to skim the text and decide what type of text it is. Is it an article, an essay, or a letter? Okay? So you have time to read quickly. Don't read word by word. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, so what is it? Yes, great. It's A, an article. Now let's go for exercise 2. Match the titles A to F with the paragraphs. A, a second chance. B, creating havoc. C, hard work. D, not a genius. E, happy but not for long. And F, serious consequences. I think you remember havoc. We studied it last unit. Havoc is a situation when there is a lot of confusion and damage. Okay, so now let's start. Read the paragraphs quickly and give and match the headings with the paragraphs. Go ahead. Let's start with the first paragraph. What's the title here or the heading? Yes, great, it's B. Creating havoc. Number 2. What is it? Yes, it's F. Serious consequences. Now, what about the third paragraph? Great. C. Hard work. The fourth paragraph. Yes, great, it's E. Happy, but not for long. The fifth paragraph. Detectives arrested Sven. Yes, great, it's D. Not a genius. What about the last paragraph? Yes, it's A. A second chance. Great. Now, exercise 3. Read the text. Choose the best answers. We have here questions, 5 questions. So please read the questions and the options. Then you will read and listen to the text and decide or choose the best answers. Okay? So now I'll give you time to read the questions and the options. Go ahead. Done? So now let's start listening and reading the text. Okay? Start.
Unit 9, page 76. Read. Exercise 3. Read and listen to the text.
An online threat. Creating havoc. On the evening of his 18th birthday, a teenager from a tiny village in northern Germany clicked send on his computer. Within 3 hours, the postal service in Taiwan was in chaos. Computers in hospitals and banks in Hong Kong had crashed, and trains in Australia and planes in the USA had come to a halt. How could a young man cause so many problems for people in places that were thousands of kilometers from his home? Of course, there was only one answer. He was the inventor of the terrible computer virus, Sasa. Serious consequences. After a 3-month-long investigation, the police traced the virus to teenager Sven Yashin's computer, and they charged him with criminal damage. In court a few months later, the judge found him guilty of putting the Sasa computer virus on the internet, and he received a 21-month suspended sentence. He avoided a 5-year prison sentence because he was only 18 when he committed the crime. The virus infected millions of computer systems across the world and caused millions of dollars of damage. Hard work. Sven admitted his guilt to the detectives who finally found his home after a long search for the author of the virus. They had started looking for him in Russia because of false clues that Sven had written in the program. He had spent an enormous amount of time creating the Sasa virus on the computer in his bedroom. He often spent 10 hours a day in front of his computer, but his parents hadn't known what he was doing at the time. Happy, but not for long. When he released the virus on the internet, he didn't realize it would cause so much damage. He was just delighted that it had worked. I felt as if I had written a first-class essay, said Sven, a student at a computer science school. I told my classmates. They thought it was terrific. But his feelings changed very quickly. He was terrified when he saw a TV news report about the virus and the damage it had caused. not a genius. Detectives arrested Sven after one of his classmates contacted Microsoft with a tip-off about his activities. Microsoft had offered a $250,000 reward for information about the virus. However, Sven's teachers at school were astonished that Sven had created the virus. They said that he wasn't a brilliant computer student. "There are others in the class who are better than him," one teacher said. A second chance. While he was waiting for his trial to start, Sven left school and started work. A German computer company asked him to help them fight against the makers of computer viruses. Sven's new job is to make firewalls, vital pieces of software that protect computers against the type of viruses that Sven created. After causing so many problems for so many people's computers, Sven now has the opportunity to find ways of protecting them and repairing some of the damage he caused.
Have you chosen the best answers? Let's check your work. Number 1. How far did the Sasa virus spread? All around Germany, all around Europe, or all around the world? Yes, excellent. C. All around the world. Number 2. Why wasn't Sven sent to prison? A, B, or C? Yes, great. It's A. Because he was too young. 3. How did he feel after he'd released the virus? A, B, or C? Yes, great. It's C. At first he was delighted. Then he became frightened. 4. How did the police catch him? Yes, A. One of his classmates told Microsoft about him. 5. How did Sven's teachers react? Great. B. They were surprised because Sven wasn't the best student in information technology lessons. Okay, so now please, let's go for the next exercise. Understanding ideas. Answer the questions, look at the text, and use your own words and ideas. So we have here 3 questions. So please read them and try to answer them. I'll give you enough time. Go ahead. Let's check your work. Question number 1. Why did you think Sven created the Sasa virus? Sven created the Sasa virus because he wanted to learn more about computer programs. Or maybe he was bored, or he wanted to impress his friends. 2. Why do you think people create computer viruses? People create computer viruses to cause damage, or to protest about something, or to steal money, or to show others how clever they are. 3. Sven didn't go to prison and he got a job because of his crime. Do you think this is correct? Why? And why not? We think this is correct because he didn't intend to cause a lot of damage. Or he knows how to make viruses, so now he can protect people against them. Okay, now please. The last task is vocabulary, an online threat. We have here definitions, and we have here in the text the highlighted words. So please match them. It will be your homework. Okay, thanks a lot. See you.